Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Melt with Nat and Jack. I'm Natalie. If you're here for the first time, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much. I turned my chair and my position around today because it's snowing out at the Jersey. Yesterday we got up to 65 degrees at the Jersey Shore. Semper and I were out most of the day at our local reservoir, walking around and seeing all our friends everybody goes there to walk. And then leaving the reservoir, it was so gorgeous out. He loves when I take the top down on the car because I have a convertible. We took the top down and we went for a little drive. And it was like a day in May. And then we wake up this morning to snow. So right now it's snowing out behind me. It's been snowing since I got up at like 7 a.m. And I thought for anybody who doesn't really get to see snow and loves it, because I think it's so pretty, I thought I'd make that my background today. That's the front of my house, and it's snowing out. We went from 65 to snow today. Go figure. So today's video is on my empties from last week. I did pretty good. There's like 3 or 4 of them, of the loaves, that I just couldn't get to. I'm not going to even go over that because eventually I'll get to them and we'll do those. I'm going to review just go through real quick the ones I did go through so that then I can come back and do my video on my Valentine's Day basket that I'm so excited for. I had a great week this week. I pretty much loved everything I warmed. And so I'm going to do my empties first. Yeah, let me do my empties first. Okay. Okay. These are my empties, and I did take 2 samples and warm them. So let me do the samples first. I did Destination Wax Lavender Twilight because I put a small order in with Destination, and I really wanted to try this because somebody, one of our YouTubers, told me about it. She loves the Lavender Twilight, and I said, I think I have a sample of that. She said, try it. So I wanted to try it before I placed a small order. So I did add this to my order because I loved it. I did Made to Melt. I wanted to do this yesterday. I just got it Friday, but I'm putting an order in with Made to Melt. So I wanted to try her Sweet Like Candy. So this was also like a sample size, but I broke it in 2. It was big enough for two warms. So I put it into my granddaughter's room, and I loved it. It smelled so beautiful. It's still going right now from last night I put it in, and it's still going in there. Sweet. It's sweet like candy, just like it says. So you have to like that scent, and I do like that scent, like in my not for my whole house, but I like it in my granddaughter's room or her playroom. Okay, so then I got through Sea Salt Pretzel and Bakery Bomb L3. So, okay, I love sea salt and I love pretzel, right? This is, yeah, pretzel. I love both, but I don't know if I like them combined. So when I first put them in my warmer, like 2 hours later, I'm like, it smelled at first to me, you know when you're in a mall and it's closing up and the Auntie Anne's pretzel stand or whatever pretzel you guys have in your malls, you know, like they're cleaning up and it's the whole day of them making pretzels, that smell. That's kind of what I got in the beginning, but then the sea salt started to come out. And the scent and throw, I'm going to tell you, was an 8-9 for me. In my open concept area, I did, this was like the Bitty Betty. I just did the whole thing like in my family room and kitchen. I used those 2 rooms because it was like 8 o'clock last night. Those are the 2 rooms I was really like hanging around in. So I did it in those 2 rooms. And it was great scent, great throw. I just couldn't decide if I like sea salt with pretzel. But if you do, I'm telling you, it lasted even when I woke. I don't shut my warmers off most of the time. I woke up this morning, it still had great scent. You know, of course the throw went away a little bit, but the scent was still there. I didn't actually even change my warmers till like noon today because I was still trying to be like, do I like it or do I not? I just don't think I would get sea salt with bakery pretzel again. for me. I think I like sea salt, either on its own or with like strawberry or a fruity thing, or by itself, but not with bakery. I don't know. I have a loaf or 2 loaves of just sea salt from 2 different vendors. So I think I'm going to try a piece like one day somewhere and try to play with it and see. But with the pretzel, I didn't like sea salt with pretzel. I think I just said that 10 times. Yeah, I wouldn't repurchase sea salt with pretzel. But it smelled great. It was a great throw. It was just not for me. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad scent. Just, you know, when you start to go on and you start to really learn what it is you like, and you got to narrow it down, or else you're buying everything like I've been doing for the past year. So luckily I'm starting to learn what does make it for me here that I enjoy, and what I don't. Okay, I got through a whole loaf. I did my whole house except my bedrooms in L3's coffee bean cupcakes at Tiffany's and cinnamon sugar. And I'm really not lately, like I'm not, I don't like cinnamon anymore, only if it has to be a certain way, and this was perfect. I really couldn't even smell the cinnamon. I got the coffee bean cupcakes at Tiffany's. It threw great. I loved it. Beautiful. I'm very happy because I'm not finding many coffees that I love, so I did really love and enjoy that. I finished up in my room. It's been sitting in my room. It was like a little bit left of Country Market Baskets layered cake. It was a brittle, and it's sweet, buttery. Oh, I can't read it. Sweet buttery with blasts of toffee, tiny bits of chocolate, slightly fruity buttercream with creamy, fluffy vanilla cake. I can't read all of it. It's so small on here, but it is layered cake by Country Market Crafts on Etsy. I got this, and I put love, more, stars, great, get more all over the front from the first time I warmed it, which was a long time ago. So this has been sitting on my dresser for like months. I'm like, I gotta throw the rest of this in my room. I just wanted to empty this, but this is going into my reorder. It was fabulous. Oh my God, I loved it. Even yesterday, loved it. Warmed it all day and night in my room. I didn't even empty it until just a little while ago. Really, really, really good. So that's going in my, don't throw that out. Then I finished a whole loaf. Again, I did a whole day throughout my house, except bedrooms, of pumpkin pecan waffles, Palo Santo, sugar cookie royale, and sugared shortbread. And that was a full Betty loaf. Oh my God, my house smelled so good. I absolutely loved it. And I have to tell you, anything L3 I've been warming this week, I'm getting a lot more than that 3 to 4 hour throw. So I've been really, really happy because I haven't had to change out my warmers. I don't know if it's because I'm using so much of it that I'm getting that great throw and it's lasting so long, and I think that's why. I think maybe I'm not, when you use more, it lasts longer. So I'd rather just take a loaf and just do the whole loaf through all my open concept, and then the rest of the day I don't have to change wax out. But the funny thing is, my friend Ralph came over. Today's Sunday, so Thursday. My friend Ralph came over Thursday morning, my crazy friend Ralph, and he walked in, he's like, I could smell you. He's real Italian. Smell your house from the driveway. I go, yeah, I know. Everybody tells me that. My neighbors and everyone always tells me that. But that's a good thing, right? So he left, and about like 3 hours later, he texts me. He goes, I smell like your house all day today. So he was telling me he smelled like the pumpkin pecan waffles and Palo Santo all day. So I went back to him. I said, you're welcome. And I finished my little bit I had left of Sassy Girl Aroma at the North Pole. And I had started this in our other collab week. We had something. I don't remember what. It was one of the weeks. Did we do loaves then? Or Or did we do finish up what you have going or something week? But I have another whole loaf of this. So I didn't mind doing it because I would not have used this if I didn't have a backup loaf. So I finished up at the North Pole. Okay, that is it with my empties, I think, except one other empty I have. So I started doing this is what I have left of my salted caramel toffee. I think I used 2 whole cubes, but I cut them in half because these cubes are huge. And so what I did is, because the salted caramel toffee is a little bit thick now to me, like in the air, I just wasn't in the mood for that. Christmas time, yes, I'll do that. But what I did is I cut it in half, and I have so many of this Wassail Wonderland because I bought them on clearance and I threw it into my club last year. So I have quite a few of these, and I don't like it on its own. I think the main note is in here is like orange zest. So I picked this up, and I had like a cube or 2 cubes in here. I cut one of these in half. I took the cube I had left and I put them in the same warmer in my basement. Oh my God, it smelled so good. I'm almost mad at myself that I took Wassail Wonderland out of my club. I mean, I have probably like 4 or 5 bars backups, but I just took it out of my club 2 weeks ago. With the Wassail Wonderland, it smells delicious. And now I wrote myself a note with this. When I do warm it, I'm going to continue warming it, cutting them in half, and I'm going to mix the other half with, maybe I'll do it with a strawberry or with, even a lemon I might mix it with. I might try this and do it with a lemon or do more Wassail Wonderland with it. So it was really, really good. I loved it. I love my salted caramel toffee on its own, but when it's the holiday, but now at this time of year, like when it's snowing out like today, I love it, but mixed with like a fruit to take that thickness out of it. But it's still beautiful because you could smell the fruit or whatever you put in it and this, and it just takes the thickness out, if that makes sense to you. But it's beautiful. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. I loved it. I didn't get through. I got 2 cubes done of my fluffy fleece. I did some of this in my basement, and I did some in the bathrooms. I love this. I have another whole backup bar. I'm going to maybe keep working on it this week too, even though it's Valentine week. I still might, use it in my basement, in the bathroom. Because I really want to get through this one, because I don't want to put... I don't know if I'll do fluffy fleece spring, summer. I probably won't. So, it's so good. So, so good. All right. Then I did... Okay, I don't know where it is. I had a mini loaf of So Fetch, and then I had a big one too. And I finished the mini loaf of So Fetch. It might be in here. I might find it somewhere. The empty. I know I emptied one whole one of this. So Fetch by L3. This was another one. Loved it. I absolutely loved it. So I used the whole mini loaf in my house, and then I pulled this to finish off my warmers, and I wanted just one whole day with just this. Again, all day long, house smelled beautiful, loved it, loved it, loved it. I would absolutely repurchase this. I still have another whole bitty betty of this because I forget I ordered it. I still have this left and a whole bitty betty, but when I'm done, I will ask Jen if she would re-pour that one for me. Oh my God, Teddy B's Little Pumpkin Beach Party. I couldn't part with that. I still can't even just threw the bag. Okay, I have to ask her, Lindsay, if she will pour this again. I really hope she will. It's Little Pumpkin Beach Party, and it is beach nights. I am really not doing good over here on this end. Pumpkin cupcakes and marshmallow fluff. So beach nights, pumpkin cupcakes, and marshmallow fluff. I'm savoring this. I don't care. If I do warm this, it's going to be on a night when I know I am planted, in my room, and I'm done, but I'm not going to fall asleep. I'm going to watch something or read a book or something where I'm not going to, I still feel very awake. because I hate when I use my favorite of something and I'm wide awake, I lay down and I crash and I wake up the next day and I didn't even get to enjoy it. So no, I'm savoring this. Okay. I did in morning the IHOP. Sassy Girl Aromas IHOP. I think we all know what that is. And it is pumpkin pecan waffles, maple syrup, and brown sugar, caramel, and coffee. Sorry, I'm turning around to get the light because the lettering's so small. Like, it's so tiny up there. I don't have my glasses. I should have brought my glasses in. I'll bring my glasses when I do my Valentine week. I love IHOP. Yeah, when this is done and she reports it, it wouldn't even be a second thought to grab it and take it again. This will definitely be something I will always want. I did Pharmacist's Daughter, Bloody Mary. And it is Egyptian musk. Again, I gotta do this. Sorry, guys. Egyptian musk, Boom Boom Tight, and Vanilla Bean Noel. I think that's what it says. So this was, you know, I had just gotten this a couple weeks ago, so I didn't know if I should let it cure or not. I don't see a pour date on here, but I really wanted to try it because it smelled so good on cold, and it was excellent. Loved it. Great throw, great scent, but I know with Pharmacist's Daughter, let it sit even longer. In another like 2 months from now, it's going to be even stronger. I've learned that with her wax to let the longer it sits, it really gets a lot stronger. But I really enjoyed it and it was beautiful and I would repurchase this. I did Snooze Button by L3 one night. I did it in my warmers in my family room. I was laying in there, hanging out with my animals, watching TV. Threw some Snooze Button in, woke up the next... I actually fell asleep that night on the couch. I woke up the next morning. I didn't even change my warmers out till like late that afternoon because it went through the night into my afternoon. And if it wasn't for this collab, I might not have even changed it out till the following... like 2 days later because I changed it out. I was like, why am I changing it? I could still kind of really smell it. But I did because I was just trying to try new things. Yeah, Snooze Button, definitely repurchase. Roasted Coffee White Elephant Exchange, another one. Great performance, absolutely loved it. I'm really liking L3's coffee. Really liking L3's coffee a lot. Kide Melts Lavender Pink Sugar was excellent. Excellent, excellent. I loved it. Maybe I should throw this in, keep this here for Valentine week to finish this up. Because I'm going to have, when our collab is all done, I am going to do a video with you guys on my bucket of like these, of half used. It's ridiculous. So, okay. And then I did Vintage Chic one day, and it was a whole Blossom Bar loaf. It was a whole loaf of the Griswolds. Now her label I can read. Rich buttery cookies topped with cinnamon buttercream frosting. Her labels are so easy to read. And that's what I have left. I did my whole house. Did not have to change my warmers. I might have changed just the living room that night to put in like a nighttime blend. But this last beautiful, it's gorgeous, the Griswold. If you've never tried it and you're a bakery lover, you got to try it. It's great. Love it. I did Teddy B's Modern Farmhouse, which is Tonka and Oud, vanilla, amber, Egyptian amber, if I even read all of it. And that's what I have left of that. Love it. And it was so, like, it's just been freezing cold here. Except for yesterday. I don't know what happened that it got to 65 degrees and sunny. It was nice though. But this was beautiful. I loved it. Okay, then I did Teddy B's Pumpkin Pecan Brittle. So, pumpkin, roasted peanuts, caramel, brittle, Bath and Body Works type. I didn't get much of a set and throw. I think it needs to sit a little bit longer. I smelled it, but not much of a throw. But I think I'm going to mix it with like pumpkin pecan waffles when I try it again, or maybe some sugar cookie royale, or some kind of a bakery scent, or pumpkin pecan waffle or something. So I think I'm going to mix this. I already wrote myself a note to try mixing this, but I'm going to let it sit a little bit longer. Even though I got this was for my September order. So it definitely has curing time. We'll see. I probably won't get back to it until the fall, maybe. I don't know. All right, one left. I just did in my house. I had it one night. I'm just like, I just really want something. I'm on October. Today's October 3rd. I have 2 loaves of it. I haven't warmed today's October 3rd in a really long time, like just by itself. I love it. So I did today's October 3rd. It's Palo Santo, Sugar Cookie Royale, and Toasted Mallow. So I did that through my family room, like at the end of the night when I was going to chill in there. And that's it. That's my empties for the week of our loaf week. I will be back for our red, pink, and white Valentine's Day week. I'm so psyched, but I pulled way too many. So I think I got to narrow it down as I'm loading this video. All right, guys, I'll see you in a little bit. Love you guys. God bless. Hope you're enjoying the snow out there. Thought I'd change it up a little bit. Bye, guys.